A fisherman's boots crunch on the gravel of the Grand Marais Canal Bridge in Jennings, Louisiana, May 2005. His line bobs in the murky water, but something else catches his eye. A shape human tangled in weeds flies swarming like a dark warning. It's no debris. It's a woman, the first of 8 who'll haunt this bayou town. From 2005 to 2009, 8 women, Loretta Ernestine, Kristen Whitney, Muggy Crystal Brittany, Nicole vanish from Jennings's gritty south side, their bodies dumped in swamps and ditches, their lives dismissed as high risk. The sheriff points to a serial killer, but the town whispers of something uglier, a sheriff's office steeped in corruption tied to drugs, a jailhouse sex ring evidence vanishing faster than the women. In 2025, podcasts, ex-posts, and a push for federal scrutiny rip this case open, exposing a town where justice drowns in the bayou. This is the Jeff Davis 8, and it'll chill you to your core. Let's dive in. It's a humid morning in Jennings, a Cajun town of 10,000 where rice fields and crawfish ponds stretch under heavy skies. Jerry Jackson's fishing off the Grand Marais Canal, casting his line when he spots her Loretta Lynn Chason Lewis, 28, a sex worker battling crack addiction. Her jeans and white blouse cling to her bloated body flies, buzzing a patch of blood under her scalp, the only clue. The swamp's eaten the rest. The Jefferson Davis Parish Sheriff's Office hauls her out, calls it a drug overdose, blames her life at the Boudreaux Inn, a seedy motel off I-10, where deals and desperation collide. Jennings is split by railroad tracks, wealthy north, rough south, where drugs and sex work pulse. Loretta was South Side, known for her quick smile, despite her struggles, a mom who dreamed of getting clean for her kids. The town feels a shadow, but the sheriff says it's a one-off. They're wrong. June 18, 2005. Another canal gives up a secret. Ernestine Marie Daniels Patterson, 30, is found throat slit, her body too decayed to tell more. She was a South Side regular turning tricks to feed her addiction, always joking about leaving Jennings one day. The sheriff's tight-lipped, no leads. By 2007, the pattern's clear. Kristen Gary Lopez, 21, washes up in a canal, her bright laugh silenced. Her cousin Brittany Gary, 17, follows in 2008, a teenager who loved hip-hop and wanted out of the life. Whitney Dubois, 26, is left at a crossroads, her dreams of being a nurse crushed. Laconia Muggy Brown, 23, throat cut like Ernestine, was known for her fierce loyalty. Crystal Shea Benoit Zeno, 24. A quiet soul who shared a room with Brittany ends up in a ditch. Nicole Gillory, 26. A mom who fought to keep her kids safe is the last found off I-10 in August 2009. Most bodies are too far gone, maybe asphyxia, but the bayou hides the truth. These women weren't strangers. Kristen and Brittany were cousins. Crystal and Brittany shared a room. They worked the Boudreaux Inn, battled poverty and addiction, ignored by a town that judged them. By 2008, 8 bodies force Sheriff Ricky Edwards to act. He forms a task force, 14 agencies, FBI included, pushing a serial killer theory. The victims fit young sex workers, drug users. Edwards doubles the reward, says one killer might tie it all. The media paints Jennings as a horror show, locals locking doors, fearing a bayou monster. But the task force finds nothing, no arrests, no killer. Things get messy. These women were connected not just to each other, but to the law. Loretta, Kristen, Nicole were informants snitching on drug dealers to stay out of jail. Nicole told her mom she saw Loretta smothered at a deal gone wrong, feared for her life, said she wouldn't make her birthday. She didn't. Her body hit a ditch. In 2009, her kids left wondering why. The serial killer story starts to crack. A journalist digs, and it gets ugly. These women knew too much. Loretta Christ and others were at a 2005 police raid at a drug house on 8th Street. Deputies shot an unarmed dealer, Leonard Crochet, claiming self-defense, but a state police report said otherwise. Witnesses, including some victims, said cops targeted them for talking. Nicole was tied to a 2002 jail scandal. Deputies allegedly ran a sex trafficking ring trading female inmates for favors. 6 women reported rape by guards, some during drug busts, but no charges stuck. The jail was a revolving door: arrests, releases, favors. Frankie Richard, a pimp and drug dealer at the Boudreaux Inn, knew all 8 women pimped. 3 was a person of interest in Kristen's death. He beat a 2007 rape charge after allegedly telling the victim, "Talk, and you'll end up like the others." In 2019, hours before a documentary aired, Frankie overdosed, got arrested on unrelated charges, and walked free. He's still in Jennings in 2025, strutting like he's untouchable, living just blocks from the sheriff's office. The task force itself looks rotten. 2 inmates claim deputies helped ditch evidence in Kristen's case: a bloody shirt, a knife. The sergeant who took their statements got fired. Investigator Warren Gary allegedly bought a truck used to move a body, cleaned it spotless before reselling it. In 2009, the sheriff ordered DNA tests on his own team to quiet rumors. The results buried. The Jennings Police Department's no better officers caught dealing drugs, stealing evidence. In 2013, the chief was busted pocketing cash and drugs from the evidence room, $10,000 missing. The department's budget was tight, but drugs kept flowing through Jennings, an I-10 hub for trafficking. The law wasn't just failing these women, it felt like part of the problem, protecting its own while bodies piled up. In 2025, the Jeff Davis 8 case is burning hot. A December 2024 podcast episode and another in March 2025 dive deep into the corruption pulling in true crime fans across the country. On X, Jeff Davis 8 trends with thousands of posts, fans throwing out theories about dirty cops and Frankie Richards' role. A New Orleans justice group sent a letter to the DOJ in early 2025 demanding a federal probe into the sheriff's office for decades of misconduct, tampered evidence, ignored witnesses, botched investigations. New Sheriff Kyle Mears, sworn in July 2024, vowed to reopen the case, setting up a cold case division and meeting with victims' families. But as of July 2025, no arrests, no charges, just promises. Jennings, with 20 unsolved homicides in a town this small, feels like a black hole for justice. Families keep fighting. Whitney's niece, Brittany Jones, said in a 2019 documentary, these women didn't put themselves there. Loretta's husband, Murphy Lewis, still chokes up pleading for answers after 20 years. Nicole's kids grew up without her, haunted by her warnings. These 8, Loretta Ernestine, Kristen Whitney, Muggy, Crystal Brittany, Nicole, deserved better. Their lives mattered no matter their struggles. So what's the truth? A serial killer preying on the vulnerable, or a town so corrupt the badge is tainted? The answers are out there, buried in those bayous with the bodies. In 2025, the heat's on podcasts. X, federal pressure. But Jennings holds its secrets tight. This case claws at you not just for the murders, but the betrayal, a system that failed 8 women. What do you think? One killer or a cover-up? Drop your theories in the comments, hit subscribe. We're a small channel chasing 1,000 subs, and share to keep these women's names alive. Let's push for justice for the Jeff Davis 8.